against the grain. It tells you your shit. It figures out where you're not good, and it tries to tell you like, hey man, it tells you what you need to hear. You need to fix this, this, and that, and not what you want to hear, right? Oh, you're awesome, right? We have a very clear buyer in Germany. It's a B2B SaaS e-commerce sector. They usually have 5 to 50 reps, and we approach COOs, VP of sales. They're usually around HubSpot, Fabric, and Granola in one, because we're not doing cold calling only. We also do demo calls, discovery calls, and entire sales cycle, right? And how did it coach today? One rep makes 50 calls a day, and at the end of the month, the manager just listens into one and is like, ah, yeah, okay, he did well, it's okay, but he doesn't improve, right? With Numi, on the other hand, every sales call, every call they're on, they're improved. They're analyzed, they're graded, and they see exactly what they did wrong and how to improve. And what that will look like, for example, in today's day and age, you upload the script to ChatGPT and it's, oh yeah, you got a 7 out of 10, awesome. But with Numi, you realize that it's a 0 out of 10. There's no sales progression, nothing that happens.
And we all know AI agents are coming. So we implement a connector so everyone of you can use our system in their sales workflow. And I want to challenge you guys. We built in a demo where you can try your cold calling skills and then you get a good rate. They cannot, but our system will be honest and tell you if they're good or they're not good. So we use maps for transcribing and queries for our semantic changing. So it's cheaper than all.
Okay, let's start. My name is Jules. I built Axolot, a mobile command center for your coding adventures. The problem is we lose control as soon as we leave our desk or our office space. We cannot have full control just from our mobile while we're on the go. This is currently very fragmented and it's hard to do action. And the solution I built is a center, an iOS app, where you can control everything, from your files, your terminals, your agents, and also your source control. And this supports many agents because we are not bound to a single agent. This is important because we use agents right now in smaller companies and solo desks because we cannot afford interns. You know, and interns are very similar this on the go is just a very practical solution. The competition for our market is not so big right now because it's very fragmented. We have desktop solutions like VS Code, which combine everything, but they're not mobile. Or we have our own solutions from Codex or Claude, where you can just send commands, but you cannot use source control, you cannot use your terminal, you cannot use files or edit files, etc. The command center where you can truly have your laptop experience on the go is just not available right now. And our target market would be developers who are AI native and work in smaller companies or solo developers. So the business model would be to sell subscription tiers for more features. For SysMT, you can sell your own machine and own agents. And for more advanced tiers, you can do stuff like cloud computing. So you don't even need your own machine running. You can just connect to it and start working. Right now, I'm at the MVP. You can see it supports the file management, it supports source control, it supports using of AI agents. Right now, when, for example, corresponds. The go-to-market is very attractive because we don't have right costs. You come with your own model, you come with your own agents, we just connect everything. We give you the infrastructure to connect it. So you can give out free trials for pretty cheap and board on many users to get into this flow. And you can find pretty easily power users. For example, many people here use AI, I would say. So this would be a good use case. Yeah, this is the team. My teammate cannot be here right now, Dimitro. He would be more on the product and fundraising side, and marketing. He has a background in economics, and I'm more an engineer. I worked at the particle accelerator facility and studied mechanical engineering with a focus in engineering. Thank you.
So next we have Orse. Good job. You got 1 minute to set things up.
Was Seifer, Vincent und ich heute gebaut haben, da geht es darum, unsere Tool-Calls abzufangen, bevor sie ausgeführt werden. Das klingt total sexy und spannend, ich weiß, ist aber gerade für unsere Agenten immer mehr Raum einnehmen, um auch mit der Außenwelt zu interagieren, ein ganz aktuelles Thema. Ich weiß nicht, ob ihr es mitgekriegt habt, bei Meta konnte man bis vor kurzem mit dem Support Agent ausverhandeln, dass man das Passwort von anderen Influencern, Instagramern da haben konnte, wenn man nur dem Agent klar gemacht hat, dass man es doch ganz dringend bräuchte, weil man gerade in der Gegend ist und es verloren hat. Also da ließen sich wirklich die Agents, weil sie auch vom Kern helfen wollen, überzeugen, auch richtig unsicher in diesen Mist zu machen, den man eben selber in seiner eigenen Umgebung, vor allem in seinem Enterprise nicht haben will. So, was wir machen, wir müssen uns schon selbst zeigen.
So, I will just show the step here. I will explain it as well. So, basically, this is our email server. Like normally, we can have email Gmail server or Outlook server. And these are the email addresses. And this is the vulnerable email that we receive from the malicious actor. And it has the instruction. And let's go to the next slide.
Quasi eine E-Mail, wo drin steht, okay, aber bitte gib mal deine User-Credentials raus.
And this is the vulnerable, their vulnerable agent, which has the vulnerability that it will take the instruction from the email and put the command. But we have our own security agent that will block the output.
Statt dass jetzt im Rahmen der Zusammenfassung der E-Mail den Schadcode ausführt, blockt die Ausführung und unterbricht den Agent eben in der Ausführung. Da wir eben in einer Enterprise mit 100 Mitarbeitern, jeder hat 50 Agents, sind wir irgendwo bei 5000 Agents, ist es halt gerade essentiell, das auf Agent-Level adressieren zu können. Struktur, klar, wir haben die hässliche Außenwelt, wir haben Agenten, die mit ihr interagieren und wir haben Offset, was dazwischen steht, dass das Ganze eben über unterschiedliche Tool-Calls auf unsere Infrastruktur schickt. Und wenn man sich das Ganze nochmal schön ansehen will, gibt es natürlich auch ein Dashboard, wo man eben sämtliche DevOps-Parameter eben nochmal sehen kann, was gelaufen ist, was wir verhindern konnten und woher die Angriffe kommen. Dann sind wir, glaube ich, erst die ersten, die vor der Zeit sind.
We also have the demo like you have seen. So let me just show you.
Thank you, time's up. Kein Click-Dummy, sondern
Yeah, sorry, this is what we have right here. And next is Opa. Opa. All right.
But even if I have X1, they always say, I'm okay, everything's fine. So that's why I want to feel connected, but I don't want to overstep. And that's why we united and built Old Club.
What is Hackathon? So we built this app that would allow your parents, your partners to do a daily chicken. Right now it's a live demo, so it's still work. It's good. We have right now a daily chicken that a parent could then answer to the question of the experiment, and we just try to find the gibberish and the demo. The next question, so basically we have some questions like how you slept, how you're feeling right now, medicine, maybe all transcribed and then collected. After that, we're going to get to the next step where we will try to continue and get something like a score based on the transparent text. And also you will see here transparent answers at the moment, which also helps you
Exactly, and on the other side, I see already the information, so it's kind of generated summary from AI. It's not a medical data. I'm just getting if everything is okay, but based on the real data, on the real chicken. So for the MVP, yes, we built this check-in page, but in real we want to build it on variables. So basically on any variable that we potentially have, like aura, I have this on my finger, or it can be some variable that we can offer in the future from us. And that's our goal, to stay connected. And one thing to add that it's very important that we are staying connected through both sides, bi-directional. So our parent, it's hard to sell them the idea that we are controlling them or we're checking in on them. But if they can connect to us and see how we are checking on our variable, that will help.
Thank you for your time. So, high value fund. Number 8. To set things up. Take your time.
Okay, so I'm going to present how the debunked tool that automates your GDPR compliance and help you fix your code in cloud. We translate compliance acts into direct cloud and code fixes. So we know act is coming, lots of money can be lost. And what we know about compliance, they are too expensive. Every time you change a feature, you need to do it again. And from compliance, they need to have something up to date. It is too slow, too complex and noisy, especially for teams that are small, for SMBs and in EU. We have a lot of startups, we have a lot of young people that want to create their own ideas. What we are facing, starting 11 September, we have 24 million euro fines, if you are lucky. And also, what we provide, we want to have our customer trust us, the customer of our client trust them and trust their own. Why now? So we have more compliance issue. The AI boom, there is a lot, big AI boom, a lot of code that is have a lot of lack of security, so we provide it. We secure you due to the coding, and there is trust that everyone is understanding. US, EU, one story. So cyber debunk, what we do, we translate GDPR compliance from acts that can be automated into their coding cloud. What it means, we give you the PR, we make the fixes for you, your engineer review it and just approve. It saves 80% of your time and same on the cloud. So, the market is huge. We know cybersecurity is expensive. By 2022, we have have 50, 62 billion, and as we will start with SMBs to make sure we work on small complexity, if we get 1% of 109 billion this year, we can make a business. So, what are our plans? So, we will have premium per subscription. You can use the platform if you want more credits, you need to buy it. Same as ChatGPT. We have pay as you go, and we have security services that we can provide based on with my service company. Our 50 customers will be from my clients that now I created in the EU and in Africa for the last 4 years. So, a little bit about me. I worked in different companies. I've been working in the field for 7 years. And I have a company, service company for 4 years. So I'm pivoting. So I will show you a bit about the platform. The dashboard here is about how much money you are saving from you are not going to lose and how much also time you are saving. Basically what you do, you need to connect your GitHub. Also you need to connect your AWS account. And then later on you need to pay your compliance. So we ask you a simple question. I work in Netflix, I know how to make things simple. And based on your answer, later on you have results, you fix them, and you can also download your PPA documents. On what you have, you ask any questions, and they can support you. Thank you.
Yes. Great. Hi. My name is Justus. This is Saskia. I'm from a craftsman industry background. I did an apprenticeship as a craftsman and do dual business studies.
I come from a computer interaction background and always did marketing and partnerships.
And every day we had to fill out these forms, write down the materials we used on the workspace site and the time we spent there. And then Tina in the back office would sit down and for 3 hours a day she would type those into the computer, go through the documents and push it into the ERP system so we can create invoices out of that.
Why isn't that digitized, you ask? Well, we thought the same thing. But in the project, rolling out the ERP system, we saw the reality. The firms buy high-costing software, but after that, no one is really implementing them or using them because the tablets are too expensive in the long term. Older workers, they just want to keep writing with a pen, and they don't have the time to train their people on new technology adoption. So we thought, let's embrace the paper and bridge the way in between. The craftsman can keep writing with a pen on a paper, just take a photo of the document, send it to WhatsApp, refine it a little, and then push it to Tina in the back office.
And Tina can open her new workspace and go to her inbox and see everything that has been committed from the website, and then go into one. And the messy input is transferred into something which she can put into her ERP system. The quality is actually very good, and she can still refine some things if needed, push it to her ERP system, or export it as an Excel.
So no more typing for Tina and no complex tools for the craftsman, but instead they can keep their ERP system and we just put a layer on top, AI, and the information can now flow both ways smoothly. And this is now possible because Digital LM is better than ever. We can describe complex handwriting. The ERP systems are opening up their APIs, and lastly, the skilled labor shortage really forces the adoption of new technology.
And we are looking at at our market. We are planning on starting with 99 euros because that's around the price they're paying for other AI tools. We have our first customer in line who's ready to implement a pilot and pay for this. And we're planning on starting with small owner-led heating companies in Hamburg. But basically, every blue-collar business who's using paper slips outside in the field and a digital ERP in the back office is a potential customer. And that's the
thank you everyone for being this fast when switching on stage. Awesome. Set things up.
My name is Mohammed, and together we are going to present you Glassgate. So this year I was at OMR, and one thing that I've realized is that there were a lot of geo companies that promised that we are going to help you get visible, which in the LLMs basically. So that kind of basically brought the flashlight in my head, and then I thought that okay, there seems to be a trend there. One thing that is missing there, everybody's promising that they are going to show you all AI results, but nobody is promising how they are going to build the infrastructure for it. How your website is going to be ready basically for the agentic world. So very recently, Cloudflare has actually announced that 57% of the entire web traffic right now is coming through agents basically. And this has happened within 6 months period. So it happened, and nobody was ready for it basically. So what we are basically trying to do in Glassgate is that we are building an infrastructure and making an agent version of your website and building markdown files and basically the whole mirror layer of your entire website for agents to read it very quickly. Why this format? Because agents are lazy, they are consuming way more token with the regular static HTML formats, and therefore the solution is basically the JSON files or markdown files. And basically, what we are basically planning here is that we are going to have 2 layers of the business. The first layer is going to be the service side of the business, that we are going to give a service to the businesses and make their websites ready for the agentic world so that their website can be readable by the agents. The second layer is the layer that we are calling a door layer basically. And this layer is sort of like, think of like Cloudflare, that it started as like a small website that brought speed to the internet and protected the other websites. What Glassgate is going to do is basically going to bring the layer and connect the dots so that instead of AI agents directly going to the websites and calling the tools to convert your website to a markdown file, Glassgate is already going to have the data. So in the future, maybe you sign a contract with OpenAI, it's basically the $1 billion idea, but that this way the LLMs are going to be way more token efficient. So we make a very small demo where we present how the websites are going to get converted to JSON files, and as a free demo as well, we are going to provide businesses about like how their current visibility is at the moment. Well, nevertheless, like we are going to basically provide them scores, and then this is going to be sort of like a free service to get their attention, and then later on we can convert it into a subscription-based solution for the businesses.
Sorry, other way around. Oh, yeah.
system and hardware for them was too expensive. They want basically be promoted to their China leagues, also get more visible, get more funding and partnerships. And of course, they want to improve the progress of the game, improve players, and improve coaching. So the solution for this currently costs on a professional or semi-professional level from 3K to $500,000 for professional fees, plus configuration. Of course, it's not affordable for the local clubs. And yeah, our customers basically the multi-tier leagues plus configuration who don't have a beautiful infrastructure because it's just too expensive for them. So what we do is a really simple solution that basically records and send a text. It's a voice notes for coaches. We basically during the game can make any note you would like about the game, about the tactic strategy, and basically create your own data set based on what you see and how the game is going on, because that's information that you could use after the match and prepare for the second match and for playing with your opponent afterwards.
So speaking of the market size, there is around 200,000 football teams around Europe, and 90% of them are amateur teams who cannot actually afford the technology we talked about before. And 60% of them are our target audience. They are not too small to use our tool, and they are as well not tied with the current contracts or with the existing ecosystem of solutions. And we evaluated here 3 possible scenarios of annual recurring revenue, and also calculated the monthly burn rate of our team, including the team and all the tools. And we assume that 99 euros per month is a price that this league will be able to pay. It's around just 50 cents per one player per month. And according to our calculation, we will need just 0.4% of the market penetration in order to break the even. And the unfair advantage of our team is that all 4 people working on this project are coming from the sports area. We all work with sports data analysis, visualization, and augmentation. And we have a broad network of coaches, professional athletes, and leagues who we talk to like daily. And we aim to start just with our hot contacts, reach out to our network, find first sports for a pilot, gather the feedback, and then based on that start rating, start going more professional, hire a salesperson, also use the referrals, and then by the end of the first year we aim to get already 150 paying customers, and that's our team who worked on the product and this pitch deck today. And we will be happy to shape the future of amateur sports together.
Thank you.
So, next Sarah. Maybe they don't have it. No.
So hi, we are Xterra, and today we're going to pitch a solution to a problem we found after talking to many therapists about their organizational topics. So what is the problem? Many of the therapists have to manually listen to voicemails, write down the appointments, write down the numbers, and so on and so forth. And this takes very much time off the workflow.
So for this, we built Xterra, and this is how it works. The clients, the patients, can still call the therapist like they used to on their original number. And then Xterra acts as a middleman who transcribes and interprets every missed call and gives a structured output to the therapist. The therapist can then, on our dashboard, assign new clients into their waiting list, which they are by law required to regularly maintain. You might think you've heard similar things before, but actually, right now it's the first time this can actually be done in a compliant way. Just recently, the EU AI Act just got released, and now it's the first time that clinics can actually trust us as providers to stay safe with the data.
After talking to the therapist, we found out that the 2 main factors for them were accessibility and compliance. And comparing our competitors, we saw that they're either not compliant enough or they are too complicated for the therapists. We use a seat-based pricing with a monthly subscription of 30 euros a seat, and this, with 60,000 therapy clinics, this makes a revenue of 1.8 million euros per month.
And we are actually the perfect team to do this. I myself have multiple therapists in my family who have experienced this pain in the first hand, and I also have access to lists of therapists.
My mother also worked in the healthcare sector and struggled with these problems as well.
So now let's look at a quick demo where Kawamoko will actually call the phone number provided by us, and then in our live preview you can see this call incoming and being interpreted.
My name is Mr. Asamon, and I've been struggling lately. I need an appointment as soon as possible.
So now our Dexterra will actually fetch this missed call, transcribe it, interpret it, and now it should show up in this preview. Seems kind of striking Wi-Fi right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you for your time. Jim's data Jim.
My name's James, this is Mateo, and we are representing Jim's Data Gym. This is where aspiring data learners can practice and exercise their skills like they do their muscles, because there's a huge gap between the pipeline of tutorials and boot camps and the actual production environment. This is more than just a syntax certification. This is where you can learn from real-world data sets and practice it. My background is English teaching, one of my backgrounds. We don't just learn how to conjugate and read. We practice those skills. That's the attitude I want to bring to the data camp.
That's why we in that thing, where we started a sensation layer where we want to understand who our customers either by their role and their current roles, and we can either choose one of those to go through this step when we can choose which of the topic we are interested in to dive deeper into. Then are organized by clusters, and whenever we start with those, we're going to generate those three data sets of problems that we can start that are organized like hierarchy from. So we can start reviewing those, and we get to the org suite where we can have a real environment where we can create and run all implications. We have all these scores, and we, not only that, we also get some feedback. Both in a kind of so we get input from
It's a big market, there's a big gap. Kaggle is a data training platform that offers full projects. They are adding 20,000 users per day. Our goal is to double that within 3 years. The place I'm teaching data at the moment is a school that has 6 locations in Germany and Scandinavia with a 4-course data track, planning on partnering with them, offering premium courses to individuals, and eventually going to B2B teaching.
The way that we want to kind of concept like this on the scale is by being able to also share the data that we also want to by making those available for the community. So we have a certain capacity that can be scaled on over time. As well as we are recording logging of each repetition that we do by a timestamp. And we get these repetitions in a timely base, like 273 days that are related for to understand what kind of project like we have done. And yeah, actually, that is all. So that's what we, all two other members are over there. So, pleasure and thanks.
Right. Thank you.
You have to wait, you have to wait. Hello everybody, my name is Yu. Every day you wake up and see a new news. One day it is Uber using 40% of its entire year's AI usage in 4 months. And other day it's Sam Altman saying that AI tokens costs are becoming more of an issue rather than a thing that we want. And we cannot monitor how efficiently developers are using AI tokens. So this is what we did from that. So here, these are some stats. It says that 40% of AI productivity gains lost to fixing AI-generated mistakes. That's insane. Then only 26% of companies fully understand that AI costs. Again, then we made something that is amazing. So we basically monitor the usage of developers' AI prompts so we can analyze the efficiency of the developer. Right? How do we do it? So we build a set of metrics which basically analyzes the same thing. For example, we want clarification. If the developer was clarified with what he is asking. And redundancy. So we use similarities using embeddings. So we don't only want a non-deterministic approach that is asking the LLM directly whether this is an efficient use of AI. We also want a deterministic approach. That is where we use embedding.
So we also look at other metrics like clarification, context, attachment, relevance, task decomposition, verification, and critical thinking. All of these are determined with weighted averages for particular parameters in individual property, and these could be changed based on the company's requirement, how the company wants the employee to make use of the AI or the AI token, so that it is more catered towards the particular company. And this is what the analysis looks like. For the person who is in charge of managing the AI tokens would look at an individual employee's usage of those tokens, how he or she is using, where he or she is making some mistakes or using it for irrelevant or redundant things, could be monitored, and a monitoring system would be established over the token usage so that it is not wasted over redundant or illogical.
So this is basically a map which shows what individual matrix scores are, and you can monitor them individually as well. For our future plan, we intend to support multi-agent, multi-LLM platform, and also we tend to build a tool which is integrated in the IDE itself, so we can monitor every single step that a developer does and monitors their productivity and efficiency. Thank you.
Being toxic. Just changed the name, but yeah, you're good to go.
Wir sind Vater, wir wählen das Rechtsport in der Zukunft. Das Problem an Tennis ist, es ist super teuer, es ist ineffektiv, es ist subjektiv. Das heißt, die meisten Leute, die kein Geld haben, können gar kein Tennis spielen. Und die Leute, die Tennis spielen, kommen nicht wirklich voran. Das größte Problem ist der Aufschlag und dieser ist auch technisch am leichtesten zu lösen, deswegen fokussieren wir uns am Anfang auf einen klar definierten Kundenavatar. Und zwar sind das erwachsene Spieler, die super zufrieden mit dem Aufschlag sind, bereit sind, diese alleine zu trainieren und bereits online nach Lösungen suchen. Diese Menschen gucken zum Beispiel Videos wie das hier, das super langweilig ist und trotzdem 1,8 Millionen Euro hat. Dann die Lösung. Wenn wir Tennistraining aus First Principles betrachten, macht ein Tenniscoach zwei Sachen. Er analysiert und er spricht. Die Analyse können wir durch die Technologie mittlerweile durch Computer objektiver, besser und günstiger machen. Und durch die Entwicklung von Voice AI wird es in der Zukunft möglich sein, deinen persönlichen Promi oder dein Idol direkt in deinem Ohr zu haben und persönlichen Coach zu haben. Dafür eine kleine Videovorbereitung.
Genau, das ist auch genau das, was wir heute hier gebaut haben. Und zwar ist es ein Prototype, wo wir den Aufschlag erkennen. Hat immer noch seinen Lag, weil wir sind noch nicht ganz real-time, das heißt, wir sind per 4 Sekunden. Ja,
Heads up, you're tossing up, then doing the ball toss. Keep it straight, all the way up.
Genau, weil er hat einen Fehler gemacht mit dem Tossarm, das wir nicht ins Detail gehen. Und hier ist es einmal richtig, kriegt man auch Feedback, das ist richtig.
Genau, das ist meine Stimme geklont, das heißt, die Leute, die das nicht Okay, wir starten mit einem klar definierten Markt, das heißt, wir nutzen Marktsequencing, wir wollen erstmal einen kleinen Markt, wir müssen unsere Kunden aber definieren, bevor wir in weitere Märkte gehen. Das sind 260.000 bis 720.000 Menschen, die frustriert sind, online nach Lösungen suchen, potenziell das 65 bis 250 IR. Wir haben ein paar Competitors und die Möglichkeit, damit sich direkt drauf ein. Der Hauptcompetitor ist auf jeden Fall NOXC und IBM, aber die Industrie wurde noch nie von Consultants definiert, deswegen glaube ich, dass wir besiegen können. So, dann Businessmodell B2C-Subscription 39 € im Monat. Dadurch, dass wir Live-Feedback machen, werden wir eine niedrige Churn-Rate haben, wenn wir nicht einmal eine Gimmick werden, wo man es einmal analysieren lässt, sondern wirklich den Trainer einsetzen. Und dann Go-to-Market, 100.000 Follower auf Social Media, alles für Tennis-Coach, alles Leute, die mein Coaching gekauft haben, die werden 1.000 €, also Proven Buyer. 30 bis 50, alle Leute, die Tennis spielen, Pay haben, und die meine Videos reinziehen, sondern besser machen. Und ich bin Partner von der Tennisbund, von denen Newsletter. Das heißt, die ersten 1000, 2000 Minuten davon kommen. Warum die Besten das Bild stand? Ich habe 2 Jahre Research gemacht und meine eigene Scientific Tennis Team entwickelt. Ich trainiere Promis, Profis, Portfolios und das andere Partner mit umgehen können. Und wir haben ein super geiles Team aus Grants, die alle in meinem Keller leben von Portugal aus. Das war's.
We have actually two more. Yeah. Can anyone please have a card? Ready when you are.
Hello everyone, we are first year computer science students at Translation University. Today, students spend hours for just writing and personalizing cover letters and CVs for every new opportunity. While we may use AI to speed up the process, the generated content sounds often more generic and robotic, forcing them to spend more time editing and refining their applications. The challenge doesn't stop here. As students apply to more positions, applications become scattered across emails, documents, and also making it difficult to stay organized and keep track of deadlines, responses, and the next steps. As a result, students spend more time managing applications and preparing for interviews, building projects, and etc. That's why we built Apply IQ.
As my teammate mentioned about the problems, so I'm going to tell about the solutions, what we brought today. First thing is that this is something that it works for the internship, it works for the working student, and it works for the full-time job application. Second thing is it just creates or it just writes the personalized cover letter, and it preserves the writing style. Normally that the other competitors that we have, after a few conversations, they just lost the writing style that you have. The next thing is about the job fit gap analysis. While you are applying to somewhere, first of all, you just make a profile, just put your CV and stuff, then after that it analyzes whether you fit to the job or not. The next one is application tracking dashboard. Normally that the other competitors that we have, or normally the students, they do it manually. Like for example, they are applying to the first company ABC, and they're just typing it manually. But through the thing that we built, automatically you just set it to AI. The next one is job suggestion. While you just make your profile, after that it suggests you what things you need to do, or which positions you need to apply. And why now? So the first thing is AI is ready. And like for example, writing style is personalized. The way we train, so it will work and the writing style will be preserved. Second thing is this is student demand. Like a lot of the students, they're applying to thousands to 100 applications for internship for working student thing. And the next one is broken workflow. Many students, they rely on ChatGPT, they rely on docs, they rely on spreadsheet, but sometimes they even forget the deadlines that they should apply. The next one is, this is the all-in-one. You just generate, you just analyze, and you track the application.
Thank you. That's about it. Next team on stage, please.
We cannot do the answer.
already it's classic. Somebody else which puts you on some social debt, and this is a problem a lot of people face today, especially the international students, which are 400,000 people. That's where we come in, you start to claim English instead of German. So let's just go to another. Here you can first go upload it later if you want. You can just take a picture, and here we have everything classic. So for example, I've uploaded photo of the typeset request from before, and we get it in plain English, what it is and what it expects from us. So here's the money document. It actually says that you have to send some supporting documents, or you won't get your 4,000 and you'll be charged 1,000 more. So before this, you will actually not get the money, and you get the explanation, choices of what you have to do in each document, and that's the legal reference. So we actually have these based on all German laws, and based on that we get has our AI chat based on the letter once it is done, for example, it says it's there, please make sure you do this. And lastly, you can also download an annotated form. So here is a form, and I can download it. It says your location field everywhere. So, and that's all about rules and change and why now. So immigration is moving every day, and freedom models cross the lines, so their accuracy is at 95% right now. And what we have is over 140 million and 500,000 of people that actually are students and international. And what we're going for is 180K arrivals per year. And how is our business model? 0 euros at first, the first letter, so that you can go from the panic. But we have 0 euros per month for the students, and also we see bigger companies like universities are already charging us.
Awesome. Hands together for everyone who pitched?
Yes.
Well, you were good. You guys were running a bit late, but thank you for evaluating more than you were supposed to. Because otherwise I'll just collect it, if it's okay. Or you want 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, second. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone. Yep.
Okay, thank you for pitching. We are now gathering all the judges' sheets, and now we are summarizing everything and select the top 7. So you can mingle, relax, and prepare to be in the top 7, maybe. So bear with us. It's just a bit. No, thank you.
Alter bei Dunkel und Dunkel nicht so machen. Er hat mich voll verwirrt. Weißt du? Weil ich hab ein bisschen gewundert, ob der die Finger konzentriert. Das ist nicht so cool, dass nur so viel gemacht. Noch schlimmer. Erst er sagt, Freund und Hände von, der hat voll
Damn, that took long. It was a bunch of teams, so it was not that easy, but we went through. So the next thing is we are announcing the top 6, and then we will have them on stage one by one. Also, we want to present you the jury. Let's go. Okay. Quite a lot. Do we have enough seats here? We have quite a big jury today. That's pretty cool. So Christoph, Chiara, Mark, Lars, Frederick, Nash, Philip, Sarek, Liam, Darius, Philip, Lynn, Tobias, Philip, and Lars. Thank you for coming. It really appreciate it. It's pretty cool that you're taking time. And I think you can take the seat and we can announce the winners, right? Ready?
All right, so thank you. Yeah. All right. So we have actually 6 finalists because we thought it's going to be 7, but we have a lot of people. We're running a bit short on time, and that was actually a perfect opportunity for 6 because we just had one room where we had a tiebreaker. In the rest of the rooms, there was a clear winner, so we just go with that, you know. So in room A16Z, the winner is Rush Hour. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the finalists, you guys can maybe go here, because do we do finals directly? Probably, right? Yeah, exactly. So the finalists, please go here whenever you get announced. Thank you, to the right side. So, next room, Beaver Mageddon, which was here, the big stage. Team Toxic. Okay, yeah, guys, some volunteers, could you guys please help out with some chairs here for judges? Thank you.
All right, so next room, River Dam, and that's Agent Evil. In general beaver list, we had a team called OYT, O-Y-T. And last but not least room, the Sequoia room, we had tiebreaker, right? We had two top teams that scored the same, that's why they both go to the finals. All right, and these teams, thank you. And these teams are Margot and Q-Date.
Okay, what happens now? You have the list. We just start as the list goes. That means we need to be quiet. Shh. Thank you. Now, first team is getting on stage. Prepare them. They have 3 minutes and 2 minutes Q&A from the judges. Ask questions. May roast them really. Give them some good feedback so they really know how they can proceed with the product. Maybe they can even improve it or the pitch deck.
And maybe since we have so many judges, which is amazing by the way, but let's all be respectful to others and just like, you guys, if you already asked, maybe just give it up to your friend nearby, okay? So, thank you. So who is here next, like nearby? Okay, you want to go? Like who is the nearest we go? Which team are you guys in? Rush Hour? Let's go. Rush Hour, please give it up for them.
You need an adapter, USB-C to HDMI. I don't have a MacBook Pro.
Test.
Wait for your call.
Yes. No, I can't even have sound on Skype. Are you sure this can have sound? Yeah, you do it from your laptop? It doesn't, like, you can see. Oh, no. See how loud it is? You can put the mic closer. So 3 minutes, right? Let's go.
Can I start? Okay. So today everybody can literally build anything with just by using AI. So what becomes more and more important is distribution and marketing. But there is a problem. AI generated content is very much generic. So what really cuts through is real content which was human-made, organic and real. That's why we built Rush Hour. But there's a problem with social media marketing. On the one hand, there are companies who spend a lot of time and money to find creators that actually fit them. And at the other side, there are creators who spend a lot of time to find clients and companies who want to work with them. So, and sometimes even they're in the middle, there's agencies who take a big cut just for like connecting these two sides. So we want to cut them out.
Yeah, we want to cut the agencies by replacing them with AI. So think of us like Airbnb, but for social media marketing. So Airbnb essentially killed all the travel agencies just by connecting the right people to the right apartment, right? We're going to do the same. We're going to connect the right creators to the right businesses, except our matchmaking is done by an AI agent. Everything that Airbnb can do, think of payments, think of reviews that build the trust. We can do the same.
So what you just saw in the And the demo was a company who went on our platform and used Rush Hour, put in the information, and our AI agent made a profile out of the company. And based on this profile, we tried to match them with the right creator and just found one.
This is not demo, it's already matching right now, and if you are looking for creators, use it.
So we have to look at the market, and the companies and brands are already spending times 50 till 20 hours per week to find a good creator. And also the company cap hits 480 billion.
Wait, at this point, fuck the data. Today we actually went out to the real world and asked real creators and real business owners what they think about our product. Here we go.
Ich habe auch eine eigene Brand und ich würde das Ganze auf jeden Fall supporten und benutzen.
Es würde mir auf jeden Fall sehr viel Zeit ersparen bei meiner Arbeit und allgemein bei dem, was ich mache, bei den Kooperationen. Also es ist auf jeden Fall sehr empfehlenswert.
But what about the companies?
Und wenn ihr den passenden Creator zu uns findet, zu einem guten Preis, dann sind wir dabei.
Ja, super, würde ich auf jeden Fall ausprobieren.
Yeah, so as you can see, we are targeting small businesses that live by their customers, and they know how important and it is to have good social media marketing.
But the reason is, why us? We are not only good looking, we are also content creator by ourselves. So that's why we know exactly where the pain point is, because we experience that every day.
So let's brief it up. We went out, we asked, they said yes, and that's Rush Hour. Thank you for listening.
All right, I'm not going to bias anyone by this presentation. I'm just going to say thank you. So, yeah, questions. I'm going to pass over the mic to any of the judges. Do we have any questions? Yeah, go on.
So I've no good experience there, but what I wanted to know is, I mean, you are creating price transparency, right? Because if you really create a marketplace, and if a lot of creators come to that marketplace, it looks to me like, you know, their price for whatever kind of reach or whatever kind of service they offer would become transparent. Do you think that this is something that most creators will accept? Because from my limited experience with creators is that they really do not like this kind of transparency.
So for these questions, you have to look at the type of creators you're working with. So if you work like with very big creators, they sometimes tend to, they don't want the transparency, they want to keep it safe. But we are literally looking at like more smaller side creators who are like doing literally people like us who do social media content for like companies who live around, like what you call it in English, I don't know, KMU, kleine mittelständische Unternehmen. So that's literally what we are targeting at. And in this category is literally normalized that if you go to a company or a company tries to come to you, you literally have to tell them your price. You tell them, okay, for one video we take 200 euros, for this video we take 400 euros. So what we plan to do is that the creator on the one side can tell how much what payment they want to receive for doing their work. And also the companies, by setting it up, where we saw in the demo at the first step, they can like set up how much they are willing to pay. And that's how we like make the matching work. So that's not a big problem for us. Thank you.
Any other questions? Test.
Do you have also a success-based pricing or salary? So, or is it just negotiated beforehand and then it's clear that the creator gets that?
Yeah, so we have basically a similar system like Airbnb. So we have different ranks. So when you are trustworthy, when you bring your content on time, like when you're early, and when your content have good quality, when you, for example, use not like an iPhone 7 or some iPhone 4, but like instead of iPhone 4, iPhone 16 Pro Max, then like your videos have like a better quality, so we rank you higher.
And that's also a good question, because when we went out, literally a restaurant, one of them owner asked us, why should we use your system? Why don't we just go, after making the matchmaking, go to the creator directly and do it with them? And then we answered the questions like, we are literally like Airbnb, we are giving you the security. If you like go to a content creator and ask them to make content for you, sometimes it comes out that the content is not even good. And with our platform, we provide that every content which is being made through our content reaches the qualities are like 80%. And if not, we provide you get your money back. So even for the small companies who don't want to pay too much money for the marketing, they have a safe base, so they come to us to like fulfill their wishes. Thank you.
Okay, you can keep it. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much, guys. Clap it up for them. All right, next up. Who's next here? Guys, you want to go? What's the name of the team? Team Toxic. Woo! All right, let's go.
Okay, and your answers, keep it short, so they can answer you more, and so you can answer, maybe explain the product better.
Okay, wir sind Founder, wir bauen das Racket Sports Training der Zukunft im AI-Zeitalter. Das Problem mit Tennis Coaching ist, es ist super teuer, es ist super ineffektiv und es ist... Oh, also ich habe die letzte I did the last presentation in German and they told me it's okay and everybody here is in German from the investors. Is it right? Everybody's German here? Yeah? Okay, that's what they told me. Yeah? Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, okay. I will try my best, okay? Okay, so we are Founder, we are building the racket sports training of the future in the AI era. The problem with tennis coaching is that it's super ineffective, it's subjective, and it's very costly. So most tennis players can't, or most players in the world can't play tennis because it's too expensive. And the people who can play still doesn't make really good progress. The hardest stroke is the serve, and it's the biggest pain, and it's technically the easiest to solve. That's why we'll focus on a very specific avatar. We focus on ambitious adult tennis players frustrated with their serve, ready to work on it, digitally native, and already searching online for help. And they watch videos, for example, right now like this, 1.8 million views, and it's totally boring. So the demand is already there. So then what is the answer? If we watch tennis training or tennis coaching from first principles, a coach does two things. He analyzes and he talks. And with the technology, we can do the analyzing more objectively. And with computer vision and the talking, we can do with voice AI also very good. And my dream is to put the favorite player, the idol from every tennis player directly in their ear and make them their personal coach. Yeah, so we have a little demo.
Yes, and exactly this we tried to build today as a demo. Basically, it's an app where we detect the serve of the player, and then it has a lag of about 4 seconds. But we will get there real time. And as soon as we detect it, we give...
So, you're tossing up, bend doing the ball toss. Keep it straight all the way up.
So basically here we detected a mistake that the player made, and we also detect if he does it right. And we do this, of course, with 11 laps, and also give feedback if he does it correctly. Always with a small delay.
You're tossing up, stay straight through the toss. Okay. So, and that was my voice, so we cloned my voice. They have a big social media following as a tennis coach. So my fans could have directly me as a coach, for example, with this voice. Okay, so we have a clear market strategy. We use market sequencing, means we use a small target market, which is defined by our avatar. And there are 216,000 to 720,000 players, which fits in our avatar right now. And the ARR potential is 65 million to 260 million, so there's a clear market. Competitors, I won't go too deep into it because we don't have the time. So there are some companies who are serious and who are going on for analysis, and we are focusing on coaching. And we have one direct competitor, it's Andrew Agassi with IBM. Why do we think we can beat them? Because the companies which revolutionize industries never got built from IBM consultants and outsiders. They got built by obsessed founders and nerds and freaks. Yeah, so let's go. Yes, our business model, really simple, $39 a month, less than one tennis lesson. And we have a low churn by design because we do live feedback, so it's not one-time analysis. We do a coach which replaces your coach and which goes to your whole tennis life, right? Okay, so last thing, go-to-market strategy. I have a big social media following, 100,000 followers who are all tennis players who are obsessed with this. If not, they wouldn't look my shit. So yeah, they are 30 to 50, so exactly the buyers with the money we want to have. And I'm partner of the German Tennis Federation. I have access to their newsletter, for example. Yes, that's enough. So we have many buyers. And the last thing is the team. Why are we the perfect type of guys who can build this? Yeah, some facts about me. So I did my own research on the scientific tennis system. I was probably the most expensive tennis coach in Germany and had a really good business on it. And I quitted it, a safe path to becoming a millionaire, to build something bigger, to build $1 billion company. And we have some other cracked freak people who live in my base, yeah, before we moved to Portugal and San Francisco. Yeah.
Cool presentation. How do you handle margin compression at $39 a seat? If I were to play, let's say, 8 hours a day and analyze with you, it's quite an expensive model, and the gross margin might look quite shit.
Yeah.
So what you saw today in the demo, we use a post model that runs on device. So the detection and everything we do on device. The only thing that we did in this demo that we pay for is 11 labs. The rest is running on the iPhone of the user. That's how we keep it low.
Yeah, so we analyze the costs, and they are actually not that high that we think they are. And to be honest, I think we have much more potential on to make it even more expensive, because every tennis player I tell this, they say, oh, that's so low, I would pay much more. So if we really would have the problem, we would need to go a little bit less on the mass. But we have very big upside because you can play unlimited tennis, right? And normally you would pay like €1,000 a month. So if we need to go far higher, then we could do it, but I don't think we need to.
Any other questions?
Yeah.
One question here.
I have one too. Just one quick one. Are you planning to extend that to the whole match play? Like I film myself playing a match and then it analyzes that as well, and not just myself?
Yeah, so I mean the vision is like really, really big. I focused today on the serve, but of course we want to go serve, then we want to go to the whole technique, and then we want to make a mode like a match mode. Yeah, we can analyze the strokes, we can see how many double faults you do, and then with this data, in comparison to our competitors who only do data, now we can use the data from your matches, for example, and then train tactics and do a customized training plan on it. So yeah, I could talk like 20 hours about everything we want to do with this, but I needed to keep very short today. Yeah.
Last question. Thank you.
You have a very high buzz factor. I don't know if you know about buzz factor, but if you come under a bus by yourself, then most of the distribution dies because there's a lot of dependence on your own fan base. How are you thinking about breaking that and getting across more than beyond your own fan base to get distribution and break the distribution wall?
Yes, so I have many friends in the influencer space. So I have, for example, my ex-mentor is like the third biggest online tennis coach in the whole world. And I'm in active talks with him, and we are really positive on that. But primarily we want to go to the pros. Yeah, I think we really want to make this thing mainstream, want to build a billion or a decacorn, and then we really need to have the pros like Federer, Nadal, Serena Williams, like the real stars. And we can't just steal their voice. Yeah, we need real deals with them, and that's the main vision. Of course, we are a crack marketer, so we are able to do paid ads and everything. But the social media of me is just the start. It's so easy, and then we want to go with the German Tennis Federation, other organizations, and the pros here.
Great, thank you very much, guys. Clap it up. Great, thank you. So, next team. Yeah, you guys can go. What's the name? Q-Date. Okay. Q-Date.
Yeah.
It's a bit brutal, but we'll try. Okay, let's see.
No worries, you got it.
Let's just have this coming back. I pressed allow. So
No, this is wrong, sorry.
Oh,
you need to take the...
Okay.
I think it's this. Yeah, 1 second, it's coming. Yeah, we ready? All right, everybody, please. Guys. Thank you. Please, guys, go ahead.
So, yeah. This is for singles that are tired of endless swiping. QDate is the dating app that matches you and actually plans your date.
The problem is simple. Dating apps create matches, but they fail to create real-life meetups. Users waste time and energy in chats that lead nowhere. We think that we're the right ones for QDate because we are Gen Z founders for Gen Z dating. We know many people that are tired of online dating apps and want an easier way to meet people in real life. So, how does QDate work? Users create their profile and swipe activities they like. AI helps us match them based on shared interests, personalities, and date preferences. After they vote on their time, QDate fully plans the meeting and activity in Hamburg. Users don't chat, they get to know each other directly on the date. Like this, QDate is the fastest, most effortless way to get a real-life date.
Okay, what has changed in the recent years that makes this possible? AI, we all know it, and AI actually makes this business model scalable because we're also tapping into a different market, and that is the actual human matchmaker. We have that already being available right now for thousands of euros. So with this, we actually are democratizing a luxury service for everyone. So we start in Hamburg with the Hamburg singles and then expand city by city. And with the data that we researched and have, we expect roughly around 150,000 singles in Hamburg, which is, I think, not that many if you think about how many live here, between the age of 18 and I think something like with 33. When we think that every single gives us 2 paid dates per year at 19 euros, that's 5.5 million euros starting revenue in Hamburg only. And that's not Germany or worldwide. Our competitors are Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and the big one, new one, Breeze. Offline alternatives like bars, clubs, events. But the status quo is that people just do endless swiping, texting, and plan for meetings that never happen. And we win because we optimize for the actual meeting and not the screen time. Okay. How does our business model work? Users pay per planned meeting, and the price actually includes the meeting. And we have a small margin on top. And our other startup, RealMeet, which already exists, we do friendship, but we see that in the data, people sign up and they want dating. So we're a friendship-only app, but in the data, around 40% of the users actually search for dating. Yeah, we start in Hamburg with TikTok, with paid ads, with social media, QR codes in libraries and public spaces. And in the end, we are building the product we wished existed. We matched on Hinge, and it was not perfect, so this is the product we want to have, we would like to see.
Thank you, guys. Judges, questions?
Hi. Cool product. How do you prevent people from trying to scam your matching algorithm to meet people that are kind of, over their standards or something? I would be instantly afraid of kind of people trying to abuse the system, because if I don't select who I meet, I would be afraid to meet people I don't want to meet.
That is a really good question and a really hard one to answer, and we have not heard that one before. But I'd say the thing is we match based on shared interest and their personalities and like that. And our idea is that when they go on a meeting with a person that shares their exact interests, obviously you could fake the interest, yeah, but what's the point? Then you match in a real different way, because if I love motorsport, I love karting, and if I go on a date with a person and we both love karting, we're both in our zone, and we know if we match with the other person because it's a shared activity that we both like. It's not a direct answer, but it kind of solves the problem because we match them based on their interest. So, but it's a good question, yeah.
If nobody else has follow-up, how do you have any kind of ID system in there, also for kind of security purposes? If women meet with guys they have never met, that might be an issue.
I have a good answer for that, because how we plan this is that we start in a partner cafe where they actually meet, where they have some cards ready where they can have a small, quick meetup, and there they don't know who they're meeting. They've never seen the image before, so they go to the people working in the cafe. I don't know if you have to certify them to be approved for ID checks, but in the end they go there and they can have their ID checked by the staff in the cafe before they get sent to the table where the other person is waiting. So that's how we would solve it.
All right, thank you. We can do one more quickly. If nothing, that's also okay, because we're running short on time. Perfect. Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
All right, who we got next? Perfect, come. What's the name of the team? OYT. OMG.
Hello, hello. Yeah. I think we are the only ones who are not famous here, right?
Did you say you're not the only one that's famous here?
Maybe.
That's a good one.
All right. Thank you. I'm Yalçın Dündar. I'm a logistics guy with experience more than almost 10 years. And my friend Onur Çelik is also in logistics industry around 10 years, and we are coming from heavy industries actually. And we are the boring guys here, to be honest. And what we built here is called Fabrica Solutions. And Fabrica Solutions is basically focusing on the machines in generally autonomous systems and try to prevent the downtimes. And what we do is we simply put all those boring 400 pages manuals into our system, and it starts to create visual guides for us. And the OEM machine stops. It's the biggest nightmare for us. Every second is important, and especially in the, for example, autonomous supply chains. It's like every minute is counting like $10,000 and minimum price. So that's one of the biggest pain point in the autonomous systems. And what we do is basically we call the senior tech guy. Sometimes that guy is in Japan or I don't know, in USA, we never know. And it takes a lot of time to fix those. So what we do is, as you can see here, this is built today directly by using one PDF. And what we do is we turn everything from 2D into 3D world, and we give the guidance to technicians, so nobody needs to come from another continent. And our machines basically become something that we can chat to.
And I also would like to give a quick overview of the app that we built today. So it is not only about this machine. So this machine has also dependencies. For example, if I hit the shoulder axis here, then I see the details of this app, which is giving me information of like if you don't replace this part, you will have you might have a problem in the 22 days or something like that. So.
So the good news is all this platform works in Quen, and it's fully local. So no data of any customer goes to Silicon Valley. Thank you. So the best part is actually it's fully sovereign, and what the gap is basically OEMs are deepening service technician shortages, and we are here to use our local technicians to make them the experts. And so we are Turkish. So our first go-to market is DACH region plus Turkey. We try to create a corridor here. We both have the full experience and also the environment and also the network. And that's basically our strategy to go to. Please. And our model is basic with us, and we create those guides together. So we sell together with them to the customers. Yeah. Of course, with the trust. So every OEM machine we can fix by using help of AI, of course, and we make our technicians the experts of our own technicians. Yeah. So thank you very much for that. Before everything else, I'm very sorry, I need to tell something. We are actually 3 people, and our colleague, one of our colleague had to leave because his daughter was sick, so that's why I wanted to say his name. Tolga Karakaya was also with us today, but unfortunately he's not anymore. So, sorry.
You're having a real problem there, that's great. My dumb question, why do you want to have local AIs? Because you miss the whole learning experience for any other company which might be coming up with the same problem?
No, our main concern is data privacy here, because what we do is we take the blueprint from the OEM company, and then we go to a company like, I'm just giving an example, like BMW, and then we take their service maintenance histories, all those additional modifications that they do to the machines. And everything personal needs to stay personal in private in those companies. That's why we believe. And what we do is we create those 3D models by using big LLMs, of course, but to talk to the machines, to run the agent that orchestrates everything. There we use the local LLMs.
Maybe I can also add something, because I mean the blueprints that we're talking about, it's not really easy to find them in the public spaces. So they really define you how to create a kind of this building or something like that with each measures and everything, like patterns. Yeah.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yeah. More.
Looking at the big AI companies out there, they approach really a lot of businesses right now in a lot of business areas. What are some of your competitors, and how do you plan to deal with them?
So we assume that our biggest competitors are digital twin companies. But the main difference that we are producing today is we are not a digital twin company, but we are cognitive twin company. What we do is we understand the machine. Our model understands the machine and answers back, instead of just following the footprints or processes like current digital twin companies do. And one last thing is, this is an end-to-end solution. So it comes with the machine together. And currently we don't see any company who's doing that.
Great. Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
So, we got someone left, no? Yeah, 2 more? Right, guys, let's go. Yeah, sure. What's the name? What's the name of the team? Agent Evil. Agent Evil, please. Great. Oh yeah? I thought it's evil. Okay. Right?
I will smile a bit more during the pitch, so you don't think that we are evil, okay?
In 2024, an AI chatbot of a car dealership was convinced
through simple prompting by one person to offer a brand new $70,000 car for just $1. And the company had to honor it. This was not a hacking incident, but because the AI was never evaluated properly, and that would have been prevented easily in a proper test suite. This is just one of many examples where AI like this fails on a daily basis. This is why we built a platform to evaluate AI agents fully automatically. Our targeted groups, developers, and AI startups can launch conversational agents in days, but testing and maintaining them quickly becomes an issue. Multi-turn conversations are often not tested at all or have to be tested manually, which is time-consuming, expensive, and to be honest, very exhausting. And this is where our solution comes in.
So, let's do a small demo. I will now show you our platform. As an example, I've added in here a prompt of a simple sales agent. The agent is built a prompt. If in case you don't know what a prompt is, it's like all the instruction an AI agent gets on what to do, what it cannot do. In this case, this sales agent is allowed to grant a 5% discount to facilitate a sale. We can now run this prompt against our test suite. These are cached requests for speed purposes, but they have been real requests. We can see that our first prompt, which our test suite is based on, it was automatically generated, has passed completely. But now, let's assume we made a stupid little error and had a little typo in our prompt. For example, we now no longer grant a 5% discount, but a 52% discount. As we heard, it's possible that we have to honor it. Our system will now go through that prompt and run multiple conversations in real time by simulating the user with another AI model. As we can see here in our system, our discount test failed. We can see it failed because it granted a too high discount, and we can see the conversation the actual agent had with the user, and we can see as an example, the agent was here willing to grant a 52% discount, which is not within our guardrails, and this deployment has to be stopped. So, let's talk shortly about cost. We evaluated our cost based on the salary you would pay a normal software engineer or AI engineer, the person who would build the prompt, and finally also test it. And we compared it to our cost of our system, including a license we charge, and the actual token cost that either we have or the final company has. We can differ that based on the actual customer. And as you can see, we are way cheaper per run. And now imagine 30 runs of these per month. You can probably imagine the savings. Now shortly to the market, as far as I know from my experience as a prompt engineer for about 3 years and also our deep research, we have found that we are probably the only current solution that actually tests these in a conversational manner. There's a lot of solutions that should actually test like a singular shot. We ask what color is his shoe and we expect an answer, we can check that. But as a conversation where you could potentially convince the AI to do something we don't want to, there's nobody actually checking it right now.
Our first 50 sales will come from communities like this, our personal network, and also online advertising in developer groups, for example, LinkedIn or Reddit. The advantage of our team is that we all come from different backgrounds, including business and AI engineering. So I think we complement each other very well. One of our teammates has even built this exact platform in the past times internally for 3 different companies, which proves that the gap exists in the actual world and the demand is high. We are Agent Evil, and we will break your agent before your customer does.
Thank you.
All right, I have 2 very quick questions. One on distribution and one on technology. The distribution question is, this market is very crowded, the agent evaluation market, and you're going to find it very hard to really break into the developer community that's also already using a lot of these agent evaluation softwares like LangFuse itself, LLM as a judge and other things. How are you going to break that market in terms of distribution? That's the first question.
So, multiple options. First of all, as I said, as far as I know and from my experience, we are the only one that do these types of conversational testing, which is the actual issue we're solving and which is an actual issue that exists in the market, and we found actual like posts in the internet of people complaining that it's hard to do that. Also, our system is built to be as less intrusively into your system as possible. So integration, unlike LangFuse and different products, is as minimal as possible. For example, you could integrate it later using just one CI/CD action, like a GitHub action, and it would run inside your CI, check your prompts on every deploy. And if you want to remove it or want to change customers or you want to just quickly evaluate us, it is quite seamless and doesn't require changing your entire code base.
All right, yeah, but I would say think more about distribution than just the product side of it. The other technological question is a lot of the company, most of the people who are vibe coding have no clue where it will fail. And there are a lot of companies in doing penetration testing, red teaming, adversary analysis to figure out where things could fail. So are you going to help people with also figuring out what the tests are because they don't know where it's going to fail?
Yes, actually, our tested tests I showed in our small demo, I can show it again. These tests we have here, we did not create them. The initial prompt we created for the system, the prompt that was originally created by a prompt engineer, in this case me, is injected into the system, and we use an AI to pull out all the alwayses, all the don'ts, all the general guardrails that the prompt engineer has set, and create the tests based on that. So the tests are actually not manually created. That is an option, of course. You can create a manual test. But for example, these cases, I did not create. They are all completely AI generated based on the first prompt we had in the so-called agent setup.
Thank you. Got one more question, or we're good? Because we're on time. Perfect. Good. Thank you very much, guys. All right. Last one, but not least for sure. The name of the team? Margo. M-A-R-G-O, correct? Yes. Welcome, guys. Come on, let's go.
Three years ago, Freddie and I joined a small marketing agency, and 18 months now we built their internal software. So last week we asked the owner and the future successor, what does 1 hour actually cost? The owner answered, it cost us 60 euros, while the successor said 84 euros. And that's the problem. Same company, same week, neither could prove it. The only profit report comes once a year from the accountant. 1 year too late. So we built Margo. The controller, a small agency, can't afford to hire. You don't just open a dashboard, you ask it. Upload first, minimal onboarding. 45 documents reconstructed into 6 projects. You can ask whatever you want. For example, are we making money on this agency? Margo finds a project and then gives us a profit and loss. So Margo calculates the numbers and we can tap where are the numbers coming from. So Margo gives us the source documents and yeah, we see 142 hours worked, 65 quoted. Never guessed, proven. 1,900 euros lost, no one knowed about. But why now? 2 things changed. AI collapsed the cost of structuring messy documents, and e-invoicing made the data machine readable today, which makes this process a lot easier. Margo extracts insights and computes it. It never invents a number, so we use deterministic code to calculate everything. This is the market in our competition, so 6,000 to 9,000 owner-led agencies in the DACH region for about 99 to 249 euros a month. Our concurrence is products like Moco, Productive, and A-Work. These are all good tools, but they need you to do the controlling after a long setup process. Margo does all of this for you. Our model is not just a subscription, it's a hire. Average agencies have a margin of 7.5%, yes, and wait a minute. And over half saw revenue shrink last year. On numbers that thin, one misco project, like the one you just saw, can cost months of profit. Our pilot is a succession case, tested on real data next week. I'll be straight, We validated the pain, but not yet the project. That, not yet the product. That's what follows next week. Our go-to-market strategy is to reach the first 50 customers through founder-led outreach. Our focus is on succession stage owner-led agencies, like the one we are working at. Then we want to target handover programs and consultants, which directly know our buyers. And now our team, why we should do it. So Freddy and I work together since school and build software together. Freddy owns the infrastructure and the app, while I own the product and the AI engine behind it. Yeah, that is Margot. The AI controller for owner-led agencies. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any questions, judges? Okay, we got one.
Thank you for the presentation. You basically said that the reason why you can build a product like that is because basically AI makes everything possible or makes everything easier. For example, the extraction of unstructured data and all of these things. If that is the case, and if you are just solving this kind of very narrow kind of controlling perspective, why is this kind of feature not just becoming a commodity in basically every financial software or financial service software that all of these agencies already use in the next 6 months?
Yes, that's because we know this agency business. It's much more than just the AI. So we wrote a lot of tools the AI uses to extract the data. So a lot of this is deterministic, and the AI just connects the data together. But we use a lot of our knowledge we gained through the 3 years in the agency, exactly the client we are targeting. And yeah, this is what makes Margo unique and not copyable so easily.
Thank you. We have. Okay, you asked too many questions, but I'll give it to you, no worries. Anybody else ask? All right, then you got it.
If you know, Claude released the SMB product recently that tries to solve for exactly the same problem with like accounting problems and getting all of these documents in one place and trying to figure out what the controller is not able to figure out. How are you going to compete with what Claude is going to do with the SMB product right now?
Yeah, so our product is directly focused on this specific niche. So I think Claude is focusing more on a wider range of companies. And our goal is to target directly these small agencies, focus on their need, talk to them, and build features they actually want, and get much deeper on their actual needs. Then Claude can do it.
A special feature of us, our goal is, especially as we talk with our bosses, for example, not the feature is the main selling point, but the time to implement this and get the data onto it. So I could take all my data and try to put it into a Claude chat, but that won't work really well. And our goal is, and we're also already almost there, to make it very fast and very easy for an agency owner to onboard the system, because they don't have time, they want to get clients and not mingle around with data.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you. Great. Okay, so first of all, thank you all so much. Clap it up for yourself, please, everybody. Yeah, thank you. So now, judges, we give you just like a few minutes, again, because there's so many of you. If everyone would try to come to a consensus, it would be a disaster. So you can just like maybe speak to one next to each other for a few minutes, and then we're going to collect the papers. We're going to quickly do some, and then we're going to announce the actual winners, because we got the overall winners, if you remember. We got the track winners as well. And then we will have a mini after party afterwards, just with a few maybe like beers and just water, whatever you want. Right, so a few minutes. Test.
In the meantime, if you guys could clean up your places a bit, so we have a place as we started in the morning, something more fresh. If there is something laying around outside, bring it in. You can also bring in tables. You can help us to like kind of clean up already, and then we are fresh getting into the announcements. Thank you. Calculations were made. We have decided on the winning teams. So gather around to the stage and let's wait when I announce them. Okay. Okay. Great. So, first of all, we want to thank you, Molly, the payment provider, they initiated this hackathon, reached out to us, come from Amsterdam to support us. Thank you, Xenia, for helping us. So if you need payment solutions for your startup, that's where you need to go. And also thanking all the other sponsors, OpenAI, Cursor, Quen, Build, 11 Labs, SagerBot, and House of AI, which is the building we have this in. Pretty nice, right? Cool. So we are starting with the track prices. So best use of build. Can you say it?
And that's Dino Priso.
Woo! Come on stage, guys. Come on stage. So for those ones who don't know how we evaluated it, it was submitted online on our platform, and then just take a quick photo. And then Sander from Build evaluated every GitHub repo, how it was submitted, how they used it, and that's how they won. Pretty cool. They will get 3 months of
3 months of build professional, and if you don't have an Apple developer account, then that's on us. So congratulations. All right, perfect.
Cool. Okay, that's it. Cool.
So, yeah, I can.
No, just take it with you. Please remove. So, next one.
Quen.
Now I have the.
I got it as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and next one, best use of Quen, and that's rush hour.
What they will get? $1,000 in API credits from Quen, so they can burn the tokens. Let's go. Cool. We also take a picture with the guys from Quen, Kang and Leo, afterwards. Cool.
No, okay, they're coming.
They're coming. Okay.
He's fast. Perfect, thank you.
Cool. And last track prize. Do I want to announce?
Yeah, I can announce it. This is Perlin. This is for Sagio Bot. And best GTM wedge. Do we got Perlin?
Perlin is here.
Okay, no worries. We will just hand it over later. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Now we are getting to the overall winners. Are you guys ready? What are they getting actually? Office hours from VCs, which is super nice. So we spoke to some and they offered us to give office hours. So that means you can talk to them like 1 hour and you can get feedback on your idea, on your pitch deck, and maybe can bring it to the next level. You can get roasted so much, that's pretty nice. So you can really enjoy it. All 3 teams get it. So if you VCs want to also join, tell us. Good, and then we have OpenAI credits, Cursor credits, 11 Labs credits as well. There will be announced later. Built 1 month of Pro tier and SageBot 1 month Pro. Let's bring it in.
Right, and the winner is, third place, is Fabrica.
Come on stage, guys. Quick pick. Awesome. Take it with you. Yeah. Okay, I hope you are not getting on bike with this. Second place also offers ours OpenAI credits, Cursor credits, 11 Labs, Build, and SageBot tiers. The winner is Founta. Woo! Take it with you guys. Perfect. Okay. It was a long night. We planned to be like 9:30 to finish it, but we have arrived, guys. Afterwards we have some beer. So who wants to stay? Can stay. Help us clean up. Okay. First place. First place. Are you ready? Rush hour. Let's go. Let's go. Man. Very cool. Okay. Oh, we need to do a photo. Okay, we have this one.
Are you all here? Yeah. Where do we have? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Congrats, guys. Everyone, please stay. We need to clean this up. Well done, guys. Well done. And yeah, last words to finish the evening. And what are they actually getting? Like Molly is sponsoring 20K and free transaction. It's like you have enough cash to burn now. OpenAI credits, Cursor credits, 11 Labs, as I mentioned, build and SageBot. Let's go.
Let's go.
Cool. Cool. So that's it. So I want to thank again our volunteers. It would be not possible without them. Our judges, thank you for coming. Your time is very precious. I know it's very late, but we made it. I hope we are bringing more founder spirit to Hamburg, more events like this, and we really can spirit up, spark the founder mindset here.
So and I also want to thank actually one thing. I want to thank Vladi, honestly, this time, because he really.
And I want to thank Alex.
No. This time it's Vladi completely pulling it off by himself. Like literally, I don't want to take much credit. It's just Vladi. So thank you, but thank you everybody. It was awesome. Thank you.
Okay, guys, enjoy the evening.
Enjoy the evening. Grab some beers, get some fresh air, talk, whatever. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
We do photos, so volunteers, let's gather together and make a cool, sick photo of us. So we have something for to remember. All volunteers, please come on stage. Volunteers. Yeah. And the judges, we would like to have a photo with you as well. So we are doing a quick one with the volunteers and then with you as well, if you have 5 minutes left. Volunteers. Nathan, enough chit-chatting. We have no time. Volunteers. Okay, I think we are all gathered. Do like this. Who's missing? Alex, yeah? Okay. Yeah? Okay. Are you doing a picture? Yeah. Perfect. Then... Is it good? And now, like, hands up or something? Like a bit more spirit? Okay, great. Awesome. We'll send out the pictures. The judges, do you want to come on stage to have one picture? Jury? 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 No? Okay.